Have you ever just had this feeling that what you see, what's right in front of you, isn't the whole picture? Well, today we're going on that journey. We're heading beyond the veil of our everyday reality to ask some pretty big questions about what's really going on.
We're kicking things off with this really powerful thought. I mean to rise into nothing from what you see as someone. Now let's be clear. This isn't about dying. It's about something else entirely. Transcendence. It's that deep, gut feeling that this physical body, this person you see in the mirror, is just the starting line for something so much bigger. It's the perfect way to begin our exploration today.
So, let me ask you this. Have you ever felt it? That strange little flicker of a thought that the world around you, your day-to-day life, might just be, well, a performance, a show. It might sound weird, but that feeling is way more common than you'd think. And it's really the first step on the path we're walking today.
Okay, so let's dig into that feeling of unreality. Where does it even come from? And what does it mean when the whole big production of life starts to feel a little, fake? This idea isn't just some philosophical daydream. In psychology, an extreme version of this feeling actually has a name. The Truman Show delusion. Yeah, named after that movie. It's this deep conviction that your life is a staged reality show. It just goes to show how powerful this idea of a constructed reality can be for us.
But here's where it gets really interesting. This quote flips that idea on its head. Instead of it being a delusion, what if recognizing the facade is actually a moment of clarity? From a more spiritual point of view, it's not about going crazy. It's about starting to see things for what they are. It's like you've been let in on the big secret.
And that brings us to this central idea you see across so many spiritual traditions, the concept of a veil. Imagine a thin curtain separating our normal, everyday awareness from a reality that's way bigger, way deeper, just waiting on the other side. So if there is a veil, the next logical question is, how do we get a peek behind it? And that's what this next part is all about, the journey inward, the conscious choice to see what's on the other side of that curtain. This right here is basically the roadmap. The idea is pretty simple. Our constant focus on the outside world, our jobs, our phones, our to-do lists, that's what builds the veil in the first place. So the journey is about consciously deciding to tear it down. By turning that focus inward, you start living within, and that's when you can tap into these incredible inner worlds.
Now, once you decide to go down this path, you kind of come to a fork in the road. On one side, you have the path of escape. This is about completely detaching from the world, maybe even seeing it as flawed and leaving it all behind. On the other side, you have integration. This path isn't about leaving, it's about connecting with that deeper reality so that you can bring that wisdom and energy back with you to make a difference right here on Earth.
And this journey inward, it can lead to this massive, pivotal experience, a profound shift. People call it awakening, and it's a moment where the very foundation of who you think you are just completely changes. And this is at the very heart of it. The small personal I, the one with all the worries and the history and the ego, it just dissolves. Your sense of who you are expands beyond your body, beyond your mind, and you start to identify with everything, with the entire universe. It's a total perspective shift.
So what is this new reality even like? It's often described in a way that sounds like a bit of a riddle. It starts with this: it is not the light I see, though.
And here's the punchline. This is the big revelation. You realize you're not just some person looking at the universe. You awaken to the fact that you are the universe. You are the very consciousness, the very light that you've been searching for all along.
And if you can believe it, it gets even bigger. This idea suggests that your personal awakening isn't just about you. It's a moment where the universe itself, the divine, is awakening through you. It's like the cosmos is using your experience to discover a new part of itself.
So, once you've had this shift in consciousness, what do you find? What are these inexhaustible kingdoms within actually like? Let's take a look.
Now, you might be wondering, how do people even do this? Well, there are actual practices, like the Sufi dhikr shown here. Think of them like tools, or even technologies for your consciousness. They're specifically designed to help you let go of that limited, personal viewpoint and connect with something timeless and universal. It's a way to consciously practice that shift.
So what's this inner landscape like? Well, it's described as a place of endless possibility, a reality where your consciousness isn't just stuck in your head, but is spread out everywhere, from the inside out. From this vantage point, you can start to see the cause behind the cause, the deeper reasons things happen. And suddenly heaven and earth aren't two different places anymore.
They're just two different ways of looking at the same single reality. This brings us to the final, and I think most important piece of the puzzle. What's the whole point? Is the goal just to escape this reality and check out? Well, the answer seems to be a very clear no.
And here's the major plot twist. The journey doesn't actually end at the top of the mountain. According to mystics like Ibn Arabi, the journey back down is even more important. The real goal is to take that higher awareness you've found and bring it all the way back, to fully embody it in your everyday life.
And this is why it all matters. Connecting to spirit isn't just for your own personal bliss. It's a tool. The whole point is to use that deeper connection to create real, tangible, positive change in the physical world we all share.
I just love this. It's so easy to feel overwhelmed, right? To think, I can't change the world. But this quote flips that completely on its head. The world is just all of us together. So when you truly change yourself, when you transform your own consciousness, you are, by definition, changing the world.
And that's where we'll leave it. If this journey is possible, from seeing the world as a show to realizing you're one of its co-creators, then it leaves us with a pretty huge responsibility. It forces us to look inward and ask ourselves the ultimate question. If my consciousness is part of what creates this reality, then what kind of world am I creating right here and right now?